Sheriff's office.
Hello, who's this?
I'm sorry, what?
Who is this?
This is the sheriff.
Okay, what sheriff?
What can I do for you, Mr. McClanahan?
Ron Steely, I spoke with the prosecutor today, and he's pressed charges, or he's going to press charges for 2 disturbing the peace, as well as a trespassing, and he informed me that he spoke with Mr. Steely today and his attorney and asked them to please leave us alone and quit and calm this situation down, and he was just out front in his red Chevy truck honking the horn at our house. And my wife is still working in her office, just finishing up in her office. She saw him in the Chevy truck. I heard him from the back deck.
Honking his horn?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So he's continuing to disturb the peace after he was asked by after he was told that charges are being pressed about his behavior last night, and he was asked to leave us alone and keep the peace. And so now he's out in front of our house honking. He was honking the horn this morning as well.
Okay.
After yesterday. And I called this morning, and I don't want to call you guys all the time. I want to keep the peace. I've made offers to the Smith's attorney to put the fence up wherever they want. I have all the materials to do that. I'm at my home. We want to just be left alone. And he was asked by Prosecutor Gillibrand to leave us alone, and I spoke with him about 4 o'clock, and he had sent me an email saying that he's waiting for a probable cause statement from you guys and for me to preserve the video of what went on last night when my wife came home from work, and he's out here in front honking the horn again.
And how long ago was it that he was doing this? Just now?
Yeah, 5 minutes ago. However long it took me to call you. I actually was on a phone call with a friend in California and heard the horn. He said, "Oh, is that guy?" "Yeah, it's that guy." I went into the office. My wife said, "Yes, he's in the Chevy truck in front of the house honking the horn."
Well, I can give him a call and tell him not to be doing that.
Okay, I think it's further harassment, and he's been charged and asked not to do that with pending charges. They're misdemeanor, be it or what? We're not driving by his house honking the horn.
Right, I understand that. Who's
okay.
handling? Do you know?
Pardon?
Do you know who's handling that case? Harassment case.
Everyone, all of your deputies have been out here, probably. The pornographic flyers. He's left pornographic flyers at the house, in the mailbox. He was shooting at targets of me in the crosshairs of a rifle.
I hadn't heard about the pornography.
Okay, there's a picture of me taken off the internet with a and my children are here, but a superimposed pornographic picture, and there's things written about my wife, and there's been several different ones left on the road. Curtis Dobbs picked some up from the road, and the pornographic flyer is posted right now on his property, and he shoots at it. There was one left in the mailbox that has me shot in the head.
But that's definitely getting to the point where we're talking about some... So you're talking about definitely borderline harassment on a lot of these things.
And I've kept a record, and I'm not doing it for entertainment purposes, and I want to be. From June, I asked him to stay out of it. The Smiths, that we could get a referee, that could be you, a priest, a preacher, an attorney, someone, but not Ron Steely, because I don't get along with him from June. He threatened, he wanted to challenge me to a fight, and I don't want to fight. I certainly can fight and know how to fight, but what good is that going to do for me to beat someone up or to get hurt when I have a family? I'm going to record in hopes that the court of public opinion would say, hey, quit acting like a jackass on video. And that's it's not done for any malicious purpose. That's the purpose of holding people accountable while you guys wear body cameras. When the police misbehave, people could see it. When the person that's, acting criminally, foolish, they'll be held accountable because the picture's worth 1,000 words. He's out here honking the horn. It's continued harassment. Dobbs, I guess, came out the other day finally and took pictures of him on the shooting range. No one would appreciate he had the poster. We found the poster August 2nd by the mailbox. A picture of me, Hannaford King, very fair. Well, we don't know who did it. It's a picture of me on the deck. I know Ron or Rory Smith took the picture of me on the deck. Okay, yeah, well, they could have gave it, and anybody could have done it. Well, the next Thursday, Sunday's the first day of the week, Thursday, he's out there in front of our house posting that identical flyer on an orange target and sticks an arrow in me. And it's posted there. The weather's tore it up now, but it's still there. There's many pictures I've taken of it posted there. Then the pornography began. He had someone there shooting that said, "You've done pissed me off," and waved a rifle towards the house, and then went around the truck and proceeded to fire. And my understanding is of the way you read the statute, it says you can't use a weapon. It says weapon. That doesn't necessarily mean a gun in a threatening manner. You can't have an axe and say, "I'm really mad at you," and chop a piece of wood in your face, and it's clearly like, yeah, I might chop your head off. I'm so mad at you. And carrying a gun, concealed carry people. You're always supposed to walk away from a fight. You want to. I didn't engage him yesterday, and he has taken out a protection order, and he's made many false statements on the protection order. That he's afraid of me. You're not supposed to make contact with the person. You're experienced law enforcement person. You know all these things. He said I posted his address and phone number. I didn't post his address and phone number. Help her with their shoe, please. I have little children, and I have to call and report it to keep a record of it. He has no business when he's clearly told by the prosecutor, "Don't be doing that. You're harassing them when you're doing that." And Gillibrand, I've yelled and got upset and screamed and hollered at everybody because I have a temper that, well, maybe it ain't normal, but I feel like this is my home and my castle, and the only way I can defend it is take pictures. I can't go out and beat people up or take a gun out there and be like, "I'm going to shoot you if you come over here." That would just be acting a fool. And so the only thing I can do is call you guys and holler for help. There was people out here at 1 in the morning a month ago shooting and saying, "Come on out here, Darryl, this AR's hot," and they're on his property and he's put them up to it. It's ongoing daily, and at some point when he's honking the horn, here's my wife right here coming from her office. What, he was in the truck honking the horn?
Who is this?
The sheriff.
Yes, I was sitting at my desk working from home, and he just started honking the horn as he was passing in his red Chevy truck.
So.
Okay. Well, like I said, I can give him a phone call and remind him that there is a case pending regarding harassment on your behalf.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate getting a response from you, and I would expect to be held accountable if I was behaving that way. So.
I don't know who exactly is handling the paperwork on that particular case. It may be Dobbs, but I haven't seen that. But obviously,
I called him earlier before the prosecutor, and I was screaming and hollering, like, "Is anything going to be done?" And then I called Gillibrand, and he says, I sent you an email, Darryl, and it went to the spam folder, and I'm like, "Okay, thank you." I'm like, "Thank you," because he asked me to preserve the video from last night, and I have lots of videos of things that went on, and in 2 years we lived here, he never fired a gun once, never. In the 2 years we lived here, never. And then from June on, it just escalated to the shooting, to the pornographic flyers, to and there's like to our personal information being left in Nixa, and the Nixa police picking it up and calling and saying, "Hey, we found your personal information," and it says, "Check your criminal record." And I'm not a felon. My wife's I don't even think she's had a ticket. When we met, I always got a funny story. We're driving through Sparta. I lived out at Ava, and she drove through Sparta 30, and they always get you there at the 25, and he pulled her over, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just moved here from Florida, and everyone drives fast in Florida." He said, "Okay, ma'am, go on." I said, "Man, I would have got a ticket, but you know, she's a girl, so."
Right.
So, okay.
Well,
He needs.
We'll give Mr. Steele a call and remind him that that behavior is inappropriate.
Okay.
Calm it down,
All right.
all right?
Thank you for taking the call.